A casual encounter. Naturally, I'm on mobile and I don't know how to space things out properly, so I'm sorry. Just a recap of something I had the pleasure of witnessing recently. It was a long, long work day, and I had a bunch of errands after work. To make things easier on ourselves, we decided to have a lovely romantic dinner at KFC after we were done running around. We're sitting at the table eating when a woman walks in. And when I say walk, I mean beelined and like she had a bone to pick with the guy at the counter. Now, the inside of the restaurant wasn't packed. There was us and a couple other tables plus the odd patron to walk in. But the drive-thru was packed. There only looked to be 3 people behind the counter handling this, and the guy, who I guess was a manager, was handling orders at the counter and was simultaneously wearing/working the headset for the crazy line outside. Anyone with a quarter of a brain would see that he was multitasking and trying to keep up. With no precursor whatsoever, she just demands, "Do you have the breasts tonight?" My back is to the counter, but it's quiet enough that I hear this, not really thinking about it yet though. Then I hear, "Yes, it's a finger snap." I look into the reflection of the window to see nothing less than the signature haircut, as she goes, "Excuse me, are you listening to me?" As the counter guy tries to politely convey that he'll be right with her, in the midst of taking an order through the headset. She asks again about the chicken breasts. "They didn't have them when I came last night." "Oh good, so you frequently grace them with your presence." "That's good." I guess he finished the drive-thru order and starts talking to her. I'm really not sure what the whole breast issue was, but he said they could make some for her, it would just take a while. Big sigh from Karen. I don't have that kind of time. We're sitting there muttering amongst ourselves, so go the F***ck somewhere else then. Then she starts interrogating him about each and every item on the menu. Guess she had more time than she claimed, asking why one thing still costs however much even if she orders it without A, B, or C. And the poor guy is still trying to deal with drive-thru orders all the time without her bitching at him because I'm talking to you. And our guy at the counter was phenomenal, patient and being polite, even though 10 out of 10 would have been boiling over with this woman. Finally she left in a huff. 10 points for wasting his and her time. It was a brief, but memorable encounter. And now for the comments. User 1, kudos to that guy for putting up with her. User 2, I try to never be a Karen. However, when I'm at the drive-thru, if they tell me it'll be a minute because they need to attend to a person at the counter, sure, no problem. If I am at the counter and they are ignoring me to attend to the drive-thru, I dislike it, although I probably won't say anything. And if they ignore me for too long, some places will just keep attending to the drive-thru and completely ignore people who are in line. I will eventually leave and make a complaint on their website. On the other hand, if I had been the cashier and she snapped her fingers at me and demanded to know if I was paying attention, the answer she would get is, "I was until you snapped your fingers at me like an animal. You're denied service, I won't be helping you any further. Please leave now." User 3, in reply to User 2. Understandable. But I'd say he was balancing pretty well, even when we ordered we didn't have to wait very long. And if he tried to say something like that, she'd probably have asked to speak to the Colonel LOL. User 2, in reply to User 3. That's fine. The answer to her demanding to speak to anyone is, get out, right now, or I'm calling the police. And do so if she doesn't.